So I'm making artichoke dip, which I will add bacon to. You can if you'd like. And I'm sauteing 4 tablespoons of melted butter first, and then adding 1 cup of yellow onion. We'll saute those till they're nice and tender. The onions are slightly caramelized, and I'm going to add just a sprinkle of cayenne pepper. Very slightly. It's not even 1/16 of a teaspoon. So we can call it that. And we're going to add a little salt. And a little fresh ground pepper. So you have your black pepper and your red pepper in there. We'll add some garlic in just a second. I just added some shaved garlic in with the mix. And we're going to saute that up for at least a minute or two and have it get nice and tender and fragrant. Don't have the heat too high because you don't want to ever burn garlic. If you do, it turns bitter. Next, we're going to add some brown rice flour. You can also use white. So that's about 3 tablespoons. In regular cooking with gluten flour, you usually use equal parts butter to flour to make a roux, which is what we're making, a roux with onion in it. Roux is 50% butter and 50% flour. So I'm going to start with 3 tablespoons. And it's pretty thick. So I'm going to go just with the 3 tablespoons of rice flour. Next, I'm going to stir in 3/4 cup of cream. This is organic heavy whipping cream. And I'll be adding some water as well. Also adding in a 1/2 cup of water. I'm going to go ahead and put the last tablespoon of flour in there. You can tell by the consistency it does need equal parts. It really depends how much liquid you put in, depends on how much flour you need. But this should be fine. And you can never put too much, or you can put way too much. It just takes longer to cook it. You can always cook a bechamel sauce until some of the water evaporates and cooks out of the sauce. So we're going to cook that up until it thickens. I just increased the heat to a little less than medium-high. Less than a minute later, it's very thick. So now you can throw in whatever vegetables you want. If you want to make a spinach artichoke dip, you put both of those in now. It's actually a little too thick for me, where it starts moving around the pan as one piece, as if cheese were already in there. So I'm going to add a 1/4 cup at a time, probably a 1/2 cup total. Yeah, I'll do a 1/2 cup. Do another 1/2 cup of water. So 3/4 cup cream and a cup of water. You can also do like 1/2 cup of cream and some milk. I was out of the milk that I would like to use in this sauce, so I'm just using more cream than normal and added some water. So my sauce definitely needs salt and pepper. I'll definitely need salt. You can taste that cayenne with that little bit I put in. It's got a kick to it for sure. But mine needs a lot more salt. And a little bit of black pepper. So for the goodies in my sauce, I'm adding a can of artichoke hearts. Well, artichoke that has slightly tender leaves on it. There's different kinds of artichokes you can get. Just the hearts and the hearts with a little bit of the leaves. And now I'm going to add my cheeses. What cheeses are you going to add? I've chosen to add 4 ounces of mozzarella and 3 ounces of Swiss cheese to mine, and we'll heat that up and stir. I added another 1/4 cup of water to mine, and now it's the perfect consistency and not stringy. And I'm going to add bacon to mine next, because that's what I promised my husband. But you can add just about any kind of protein you'd like. Shredded chicken, shredded beef. Oh, a nice brisket, that'd be gorgeous. Just, you know, seafood, whatever you'd like. A little lobster meat in there. And just taste it one more time before serving after you add everything, and it's delicious. Bacon. This is 3/4 pound, and I'm not quite sure how much I'll end up putting in. You put in whatever you'd like. And I figure anything that I have left over, I can always use for salads or another appetizer. Now we have the final product here. I still have about a third in the frying pan. I put 2/3 in a soup bowl, and instead of using a platter, because there's not that many people, I'm using just a dinner plate and arrange the sliced bread right there. It's a little too hot. We already knew that. It's delicious. Get the recipe today at glutenfreerecipebox.com.